my manager comes up to me. He's like, wow,
He had survived. Hours for her to get to a hospital.
everybody else kind of giggled.
Oh my god, it's me. It's me. I don't know if you recognize me from Conspiracy Talk, but here I am. If you don't recognize me, that's okay. Welcome to my channel. And if you do recognize me, welcome to my channel. This is my very first video that I will ever be posting for you here. My intentions with this channel is to grow by posting my TikToks. I've created this whole series, basically a conspiracy series, because of those one time that I met a lady that looks exactly like Princess Diana, except exactly the age that she would be now, which was totally freaky. It blew up. 2 million other people thought it was interesting, I guess. So I guess millions of likes, millions of views, thousands of followers later, TikTok still doesn't want to pay me. So here I am on YouTube, so I can spread the word in a different way, because this experience from that first story time of meeting this lady that looked exactly like Diana at a private resort spiraled such a huge conspiracy series. Like this huge rabbit hole that I just went
Just down the rabbit hole, baby.
oh my god. And now I actually think like there's a huge chance that really could have been her that I saw. So what I decided to do is compile the first 20 parts of my series into one video, so you don't have to go scrolling through my whole TikTok trying to figure it out. Now, if you do follow my TikTok, do not unfollow, because you will be getting the first in-time, real-time updates of the conspiracy, and about every 20 or so parts I will be uploading the compilation to YouTube, so you guys can watch without weird breaks and basically my commercial breaks, which is my other TikToks. You can just watch the whole video and it'll maybe take less time, make more sense, and hopefully it'll be good for your viewing enjoyment. So I really hope you enjoy my series. I'll be posting the first 20 parts, and then I'll be posting the next 20 parts in a separate video, and then you can catch up. Please like, follow, subscribe. I'm here to build my channel because TikTok doesn't, I don't think they really want me there anymore. So here I am, and I hope you can help support me. If you like conspiracies, if you like witchcraft, energy, crystals, just like anything like that, meditation, manifestation tips, tarot readings, original music. I do original music too, guys. I'm a singer and I love to sing, and so I will be putting out music for you as well. I hope that you really love this channel as much as I know I'm going to have so much fun just making these videos for you. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting me. Story time! This is a story about the time I met someone who is in fact supposed to be deceased. So over the summer, I accepted this position as a fine dining server in this 4-diamond 5-star resort. So we get lots of athletes and celebrities, blah, 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 because it's in a really remote place. It's like a little hidden gem. On this particular evening, I greeted a group at the door, and I noticed that one of the ladies looked exactly like the late Princess Diana, except, of course, she was older. Wait, So I said to her, oh my god, has anyone ever told you you look exactly like Princess Diana? Like, ah. No word of a lie. She looked at me and she goes,
Yeah, I've heard that before.
So I seated them at the reserved table. The group was very loud and happy to be there. But I noticed although this lady smiled and laughed, she didn't say that much. She didn't talk very much. Probably about 60 years old. Eloquent, her facial expression. This part 2, I'm gonna get into my theories as to like, what the fuck is she doing here? Like, why is she alive? So as I was saying, my manager comes up to me. At this point, I haven't mentioned anything. He comes up to me and he's like freaking out. He's like, wow, that looks like Princess Diana. What the fuck? And so we started like joking, laughing, like, oh my god, it's really her. But like, what if it was? Here's my theory. The reason her death was never really solved because the fatal car accident was the doing of the royal family. What if it was the doing of herself? Hear me out, okay? Diana wanted out. She wanted out. She was not happy. Look at what the royal family has been doing recently. They've been trying ways to get out, to get away. What if she faked her own death to escape? Part 3. The first thing I would just want to disclaim is that this is a theory, okay? This is a theory. And someone asked me where this resort is. I'm not going to tell you. If you really want to know, go on my Instagram. You can check out where I used to work. And also, if it's true, like, we should just leave her alone, right? Let her live. Fuck. Another comment said she would never leave her children. Totally. But think about the circumstances. What if she didn't fake her death? What would have the outcome been? Do you think she would have actually died? Left her children without a mother ever? What if her boys got all caught up in it and died as well? Cooperation might have been the only way out. It's honestly makes me really sad. But Harry and Meghan have a house in Canada now. And they left the palace and they're like, bye. Maybe they're all hanging out together. Who knows? Does this call for a part 4? I think it does. Part 4 is going to be reasons why this particular resort that I was working at, that I'm not going to say, you can figure it out, I'm sure. Why it would be the perfect location for someone who doesn't want to be found to go, to spend time and do a couple of activities privately. We offer golf and a lot of like richy rich, like the spa, horseback riding. Sounds royal. It's a gated community. There's a few mansions and residents on site. There's a private airport, small private airport, very tight security. Everything's by reservation only. I signed many forms stating that I can't disclose any information about the guests. So anyway, I'm just gonna reiterate. Theory, this is a theory. Wouldn't be the first celebrity that I've seen go here that doesn't want to be found.
Hey, I saw this lady one time that looked exactly like Princess Diana. Like, I know it's not true, but like, what if it was? What if she was alive? Fucking crazy theory, bro. Just a theory. Who knows?
Don't say that. That's so disrespectful.
Okay, this is part I don't know anymore. But this question right here keeps coming up, so I'm gonna answer it. It's actually pretty well known that Mr. Sidney Crosby quite enjoys to spend his vacations here. One day, actually, my friend Olivia came up to me all excited. One of the cooks. She's a sweetheart. Oh. Anyway, she was like, guess what? And I was like, what? And she was like, I get to make a cheese plate for Sidney Crosby. And I was like, that's dope. And he orders a lot of food. Yeah. And he's pretty sexy. Yeah.
And like, it's not a secret that he hangs out here, so I'm not like exposing him. But the Bev cart girl, Nicole, like, she can't even get near him. Apparently, one summer he got attacked, like straight up attacked by the Bev cart girl. Like, can you take a picture? That's not okay. So when I started this, I knew there was a lot of conspiracies about the royal family surrounding her death and that they killed her. But I had no idea that the whole she's alive thing, that's a thing. That's a thing. And so now I'm like hooked. I want to dive deep. And so I got really curious about this driver. It said that he was drunk, right? A mix of alcohol and prescriptions. But he was like way over the limit. Something is sketchy about this toxicology report. It makes me question whether it's valid. Because the butler, I believe his name was Paul Burrell, he claims there's no way he could have been drunk. No way. Diana didn't drive fast. She was a careful driver. Now I wonder if maybe someone somehow drugged the driver. Because he was on prescriptions, okay? He was on prescriptions. I have to keep going because I just got a crazy idea. I'm sorry, I have chills. Someone said this, and I kind of agree. So now I'm like, holy fuck. What if the driver was supposed to be in on it? And then he helped her escape, and they fucked him up. I am back with some facts. A few things that support the fact that Diana is alive somehow. Since she passed away in France, the protocol there is to treat them mostly at the scene, ASAP. Whereas elsewhere it's more common to get them to the hospital. It means she was mostly treated there, like in the ambulance. Oh, she spent a lot of time in the ambulance. And Diana was very smart. I've been watching a ton of documentaries. And in her tapes, she says that she believed there was a conspiracy against her because her bodyguard was killed. So she probably thought through this whole scenario. She was smart enough to set something up just in case. She intentionally chose France to
go to for this reason. She maybe set up a cadaver in the ambulance to switch out. That's just a theory. 2 individuals passed away at the scene, RIP. But Diana was taken out of the vehicle and treated. She had survived. Sketchy things about the report. Hello. We're back to talk about Princess Diana and why I think she might be alive. She might be. We don't really know, but we're gonna find out right now. I just want to point out that, like, obviously she's safe, like, now. Nobody, if someone came to get her now, if she came out of hiding, it'd be, like, so obvious. Like, it would be so obvious, right? Right? She's not a threat anymore. But on another note, the question that keeps going through my brain is, why does the report say that she wasn't wearing a seatbelt? She literally thought she was gonna die in a car accident. She thought that. She had a premonition about that. She had been having car troubles. Why would someone like that, if they were going really fast, not have their seatbelt on? Doesn't make sense. So the heart attack thing, it just doesn't sit with me. All right. If Princess Diana was alive, in theory, why the heck would she be in Canada? She actually said she always wanted to move out of the country, out of Britain. And when the boys were around 9 and 10, she took them there to prepare them for their royal duties. However, she spent most of the time taking them to see the sights, and they even attended church service. That's so wholesome. Reminder and disclaimer that just because this is a theory doesn't make it true. I wish it was. That explains why Meghan and Harry initially chose Canada to me. Another crazy fucking fact. You ready? This is gonna blow your mind. Her birthday is literally Canada Day. Okay. I'm shook. We're back to talk about Princess Diana. We talk about how beautiful she is for a second. In continuation to where I last left off, this escape plan would work out for everybody involved. Charles could remarry, Diana could live with her lover in peace, and no repercussions to the royal family. Bada bing, bada boom. There were so many exciting moments in the trip that they were on. The paparazzi got lots of beautiful shots. I don't understand why they would attack her for like a half-assed, boring shot of them sitting in a car. Here's where things get really interesting and kind of spooky. I actually received some private messages from people claiming to have similar, if not almost exact experiences as I did. This person met a lady in her late 50s. It seemed really hush-hush. He said she looked like Princess Diana. But, oh, I get that all the time. Other person thought that they saw her and started staring, and this lady was just smiling back. This person even got a wink. Boys and girls were getting the Secret Service involved, calling out the government. I hope I don't die. Ex-M16 officer Richard Tomlinson. He beaked some intelligence files there, okay? He says he saw some sort of assassination plan for a foreign politician. And he said the details had an eerie similarity to Diana's fatal crash. So that led people to suspect that maybe the driver was in on it and leaking information to the M16. Another note, Jody Fayad's bodyguard, Trevor Rees-Jones, his father claims Rees-Jones knew about the crash before it actually happened. Nothing to prevent it and even helped cover it up after the fact. Why? According to them, it's because he was being threatened by the Secret Service repeatedly. Scary phone calls and letters that got so bad he even called the police. And you guess what the popo did? Guess what they did? Nothing. Stay tuned for the black car, white car theory. Hiya, boys, girls, and thems. The time has come. The black car, white car theory. First, let's recap what we know. What we know is that this summer, while I was working at a private high-end resort, I saw a lady that looked exactly like Diana, except the age she would be now. And that not only was she a little bit cheeky about it, a couple other people met a similar lady with a similar response. I mean, the wink is iconic. She was religious about wearing her seatbelt, and she pre-suspected foul play. The location, being in France, meant that it took hours for her to get to a hospital. She was treated at the scene. Her lover had a hand in TV magic as well. And apparently his bodyguard already knew about the whole thing before it happened. We have an ex-French military officer who spilled that he saw an assassination plan that looked exactly like her case. This is why I don't think that agency was trying to assassinate her. In the next part, I'm going to tell you why I think they were protecting
him and conceded that the instructions may have been relayed to him by Henri Paul. He said he wasn't happy about the plan, but didn't fight it. But he added he would certainly have stopped Henri Paul if he'd known. Mohammed Al-Fayed believes Trevor Rees can remember much more than he's letting on. The court heard that Mr. Al-Fayed has claimed his former bodyguard was paid to lie by the security services and was part of a conspiracy to suppress the truth that Diana and Dodi were murdered by MI6.
All right, why do we think she's alive? And why do we think there might have been two parties involved at the scene, not just one? So I've been hinting to you in my previous parts, the black car, white car theory. Some people say they saw a black car speeding off. Some people say it was a white car speeding off. So which was it? Unless it was both. Wait, what if one party was there to execute the plan and another party was there to prevent it? What if the royal family was trying to get this done, okay? But she may have sought help from the French government to protect her. So that's why they had all those assassination files. They had to know the whole plan to stop it. Maybe someone was on her side. Like, finally. What if the French military's agency involvement wasn't, off the princess? What if it was actually save the princess? Hide the princess. Protect her. The more I get into this, the more this is really looking like a cover-up. I'm like shaking right now, I don't know why. I guess, part of this angers me? I don't know, wait till you hear what I have to tell you. So, the French military agency locked up and prohibited access to the files of the investigation into Diana's death. And for some reason, they locked it for 75 years. Okay. But then I was like, yay, we'll know in 75 years. The truth will come out. We'll know if she's alive or dead or murdered or what happened. But then upon further investigation, I was sadly disappointed because it turns out that just weeks before the $12.5 million Euro inquest into Diana's death that was held in Britain, 2007 to 2008, the French agency claimed they lost the 6,000 pages worth of documents. This is a story about the time I met someone who is in fact supposed to be.
So I live about 5 minutes down the road from Cape Middleton, met her a few times, etc, etc. Now, I used to work in a store, again, 5 minutes away from Cape Middleton's house, and there was a woman in there that looked very familiar. And I said to her, "You look a lot like Princess Diana." And again, the same thing there.
Yes, well, I have been told that.
And I was like, okay, this woman was a lot older and she was still so beautiful. And the eyes, that is what said it to me. I was just like, she was here in a location where Kate Middleton was not long after Kate married William. So, yes, suspicious.
Alright, okay, we have another story. Now, I can't account for the validity of these stories, but I still find this very interesting nonetheless. I got this submission from a girl living in Canada. Just outside of Toronto, she worked at an exclusive restaurant. So she pointed out that this lady looked exactly like Diana. Oh my god. Except the age she would be. She said she got that a lot, and then everyone else giggled. What is really interesting is when this woman that looked like Diana thought she was out of earshot, she was overheard saying she misses Ginger and Wombat. And then when she moved into view, everyone started quickly talking about something else. So at first she didn't think that much of it, but then she looked up the nicknames that
that Diana had for her children. Turns out it was Ginger and Wombat. And what makes this story so believable to me is that she mentioned everybody else kind of giggled. And that's the same reaction I got when I mentioned it to the group. Back with more tea on Princess Diana. So a lot of people have recently been sending me basically computer generated images of what she would look like now, older and what she would look like, and saying, is this her, is this her? And also a lot of people have been sending pictures of this lady like Odine de Rothschild, or however you say it. Looks nothing like her, like the lady I saw anyway. None of the computer generated images are quite fitting, quite right, you know? However, there was one that was pretty close. And after talking to Sarah, who made the TikTok response about seeing her as well, her whole experience with that, go check out her TikTok. We both agreed that this image is pretty accurate. The only thing really throwing me off is the hair. No. But the eyes and the way the wrinkles are placed are, yep. And funny enough, even the earrings. Yep, they're same earrings.
Guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you liked it, hit that like button, hit subscribe, make sure you're following me on TikTok as well for updates, and also follow me on Instagram. I like to post my music updates on there as well, and I also have a witchy Instagram, which I'll put in the description, and I do free general readings on that Instagram as well, so you should check me out there. I love you guys, and thank you so much for watching.